another one of the big trucks. There you go. I wait for this one to go by. I'm gonna wait for this one to go by. There we go. Silence. There we go. The reason why I say I enjoy the quiet, man, that CSX, that train, well, them trains, when they bang against each other over there, that bang, well, it seems like it shake your whole house. I'm trying to tell you. It feel like you're in a war zone sometimes, boy. My brother came over one time years ago. He heard, trains banged up against one another. He wanted to jump out and took off running, boy. He ain't know what was going on outside. Yeah, man. People don't know. I've been in the area over 15 years. So a lot of stuff I see people, some of my classmates have moved back down the Rocky Mount area. But I was actually on the other side of the Tarboro area, outside of Speed. My great-grandmother got sick, and my mom moved her back and forth to Raleigh, and they didn't want her house in Speed to sit empty for a while. So I was driving from Speed one time to Raleigh every day to work. I was doing that years ago. But then I met my son's mother, and she stayed in Sharpsburg at the time. She was out there in Sharpsburg. She was staying in a trailer outside. She was in Langwood. Matter of fact, she stayed in that trailer park for a while. And then me and her stopped talking for a while. She called me and told me when she bought the house here in Rocky Mount, this is the one my father bought. She bought this house. I think we were in this house 3 years. And then when she passed away in 2015, my dad said he was going to buy this house. So me and my son didn't have to worry about, worrying about keeping a roof over our head. And then my mom got sick. And I went back up there to Raleigh to help take care of my mom. And my sister, she helped out too. But then my sister, when she got her job and she wanted her own place, so she got back out there and got busy. But people don't realize, man, I had been driving from Speed to Raleigh every day. And then, like I say, when my fiance bought this house here, we stayed in this house for 3 years. And I would go get my dad on the weekend, and my dad would come up to this house. My dad stayed with us Thursday. No, when he would come up sometime, he would come up on Mondays, and he would stay to Thursday. And my old lady would take him back home to Tarboro. Because my dad was watching my grandmother. But me and my fiance, my son, and his sister, we stayed here in this house. But like I say, when she passed away, and my dad said he was going to buy it for us, so we didn't have to worry about keeping a roof over our head, that's fine. But then my uncle, he got sick. He told my mom he was going to let my uncle move in. So it's a lot of stuff that people don't even know. People don't even know how long I've been in the area because I was never sitting still in one place. When I was in Rocky Mount, people don't even know I was here. But I would be gone sometime. I'd be going to the house in Speed or Tarboro, outside of Tarboro sometime on the weekends. And then during the week, I was always busy. And I spent some nights up there in Raleigh. That's why, hold on. People don't understand why I don't go out there and try to chase every dollar anymore. Because me being so busy at one time, focusing on money, I lost sight of some of the finer things in life that I should have been paying more attention to, like what was going on at home. And people don't understand that you can miss out on some of the most important things in your life by chasing a dollar. Some of your life's most important, memorable moments people miss out on because they're chasing after a dollar. When my fiance passed away, that Monday, 2015, that Memorial Day Monday, I volunteered to work. So I was up in Raleigh. But I feel like I should have been home. And I feel like I could have got her to the hospital sooner. So when people come to me talking about work, man, you don't never want to miss out on important moments where you could be there, try to help someone. because you never know when a person's time is up. And for the longest, when my son was a baby growing up, the hardest thing for me, every time I looked at him, I saw his mother, and that was one thing I could go out there and buy all the toys, everything in the world I possibly could to try to make him happy, but I still couldn't give him his mother. So even when I was out there trying to get into relationships and date other women, if he wasn't happy, I knew I couldn't be happy. So that's what I mean. And sometimes as a father, you have to give up things that you may like to make sure your son has what he needs. So I had to give up a lot of stuff, man. I haven't rode my motorcycle in probably over 10 years. Haven't worked on cars and stuff like I used to. I mean, I probably worked on them. I worked on some, but the extra money spent on doing certain things, I just don't have the extra money to go out there and be spending and splurging and wasting in things that I won't see I can't say, let me see. You can spend money in trying to build cars to impress other people, but really it's just money wasted. You'll never have the fastest car because somebody gonna always build something faster. You're never gonna have the fastest bike because that's dangerous. It really is, man. Some of them bikes picking up speed now, it's like, man, it's crazy. But so I had to play it safe. Like I say, man, I ain't gonna do too much posting today because I feel like I need to get out here and relax, take, and enjoy this cool weather. And then I go get my son. Depending on how the weather is, I might go get him a little early today. I don't know. We'll see. I might. We have rain gear. But the distance from the house to the school, it's really not that far. It takes us 10 minutes. I get on that bike. And people probably don't realize I used to ride my BMX bike, even though I had a car. My BMX bike was in the car, on that truck. It was somewhere. Sometimes I would go to Cary and I would park my truck. And I would take my bike off and I would ride the parkways and stuff like that. I would go to Aviation Parkway sometime and go to Amistad Park. I would ride my bike. It was good exercise. Go to BMX parks. They got a place in Apex, Daniel Dare. I think it's still there. I used to go to BMX parks. That was like therapy to me. Dirt bikes and four-wheelers. I was doing that in high school. I was wearing Fox racing gear, Trolley design, DCs. People don't know, man. Some of that stuff I can say though. You have to give those things up to become who God has destined you to be. Like I said, the life we live is not for us. It's to make sure the younger ones that come up behind us have what they need to succeed in life. And I have a skill and a talent that can't nobody take away from me. I can put a car together with less than nothing. And I can make that bad boy run. I can build a bike. I can do drywall, framing. I try to stay away from plumbing, but I can do it. But I do electrical and I can do air conditioning heat. I've been doing that since I was 13. God-given talents. I play the drums. I was playing the drums for the church, for my mama's church, when she had her church in Wilson. But like I say, man, God will give an individual so many talents, and he's supposed to use those gifts and talents to survive. And that's what I do. Survive. I'm going to make it. One way or another. Certain things I bought in the past that I don't even get a chance to enjoy anymore. Hey, man. If I've had a chance to enjoy them once or twice, maybe 3 or 4 times, I try to enjoy them to the fullest, too. Then it's time for me to get rid of them. It is what it is. They don't serve their purpose. Certain equipment that I bought during air conditioning heat, I I probably had 3 years worth of equipment in storage, geothermal equipment and stuff. That man, that Bosch equipment won't cheap. What? And the dude he was paying me cash for those. He was paying me up. So because he had a house out in Dannyville, Virginia, old farmhouse. I do what I have to do to make it, man. Been doing this for years. Like I said, I encourage y'all, get into your word. Feed your spirit, man, feed your natural. Strengthen your spirit of discernment. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged.